All right, are we rolling? Okay, here we go. Hello, everyone. Talon Gillespie here. Welcome back to my channel. And today is a special day because I have a special gaming walkthrough for you all today. And sorry about that. I had to readjust my blanket. But anyway, today's gaming walkthrough is a Cartoon Network gaming review. Yes! It has been a while since I've done one of these Cartoon Network gaming reviews, but to warn you guys, I only have two Cartoon Network games, and that is basically Ben 10. So remember I did the first Ben 10 game? So basically this was the first Cartoon Network video game I ever got, but I had this for PlayStation. But they made the second Ben 10 game, or the final Ben 10 game, I should say, Power Trip. So this is basically the final Ben 10 video game ever made, which is awesome. Which, I'm kind of sad that they're not making any more Ben 10 video games, but I do remember getting this for my 16th birthday after I got my Switch. But hopefully, once we move to a new house, hopefully I'll be able to get the Nintendo Switch 2. Because I'm going to do some other gaming walkthroughs on that, like SpongeBob, Titans of the Tide, and I don't know, I don't know what other Nintendo Switch 2 games are out there, but the other gaming walkthroughs are coming soon are Gabby's Dollhouse, Ready to Party, and Dora Rainforest Rescues. So those are the two new gaming walkthroughs coming up. And in case you don't know, I've already done the comparison video of these two Ben 10 games. So if you want to see that comparison video, feel free to check it out. But anyway, let's jump into the review real quick. So let's see. And I did show this for my Nintendo Switch review back from 2022. Yeah, I remember. It's all coming back to me. Anyway, we have on the front, we got Ben right there. So there's Ben Tennyson with his Omnitrix. And that's basically the new design for the Omnitrix from the newer seasons of the Ben 10 reboot. So we've seen the previous Omnitrix from the first Ben 10 game from the reboot from 2017. Let me show you real quick. So if you look on this, you see there's Ben right there. You can see they changed the Omnitrix, which is really interesting. I really like that design. And then we got Kevin 11 right here. So this is basically one of Ben 10's enemies, but also he was basically a good guy from the original Ben 10 series, like Alien Force, Ultimate Alien, and Omniverse, except the Ben 10 Classic. He was the main villain in the Ben 10 Classic. That is basically what it is. So there's his Omnitrix right there. And basically for this game, you could play as Ben or as Kevin right there. So we have Ben and Kevin working together. All right, moving on. For the aliens, let me scoot back a little bit. Readjust the camera. So for the aliens, we have forearms, accelerate, heat blast, and diamond head, just like from the first game right here. And then for the new aliens, we got shock rock and wrath, the tiger. Is Wrath the tiger? I'm not sure. And for the villain up here, we have Hex, and he is the bad guy in the game, and he's also from the TV show, especially the reboot. So he's like an evil magician, and that's why he's the bad guy. So this is from Outright Games, of course. Ready to eat 10 it up, just like the first one, except they changed the Outright Games logo. This one's the old one, this one's the new one. So they changed the logos for that. Except they changed the aliens in the game. Like, they only have, like, basically, again, forearms, accelerate, diamond head, heat blast, shock rock, and wrath. So shock rock and wrath are the two new aliens in the game. The aliens that they removed or basically didn't put in this game right here are basically Wildvine, Stingfly, Cannonbolt, Overflow, Upgrade, and Gray Matter. Because basically, there's all 10 aliens there, but except they didn't put these guys in here. Like, seriously? Like, they didn't put the rest of the aliens on here. Like, seriously? Come on. Come on. We could have more aliens in the game. Like, we couldn't have the aliens from the first season of the Ben 10 reboot in the final game. Like, we could have got them. But that's a bit of a shame. And we all know the previous villains were the Weatherheads, Zombozo, and the Queen Bee. So basically, for the first game, you only had one player. For the second game, let me flip this around. All you need is 1 to 2 players. For the TV, playing with a friend, or you can just play by yourself. But anyway, there's Ben and Kevin right there. So looks like they're doing their poses right there. But anyway, let's continue. So there's some scenes from the game right there, so that is cool. It says, "It's hero time in Ben 10's European adventure." So I'll go ahead and read this real quick. "Evil Hex has cursed Europe, and only Ben 10 could stop him. Explore a 3D world filled with combat, puzzles, and secrets as you save the day." But this game is not only made by Outright Games, it is also made by PHL Collective. Instead, this one's made by Taurus Games from the first game. So they decided to change things up a bit. So yeah, that's basically what it is. So the first game was from 2017. This is the second game, which is from 2020. So that's basically what it is. Let's go ahead and open this up. Enough chit chat. Let's get the cartridge right here. Set this over here. All right, let's take a look at the cartridge. Here it is. It says Ben 10 Power Trip. It says Cartoon Network, Outright Games. Okay, let's grab my handy dandy Nintendo Switch. All right, let's turn this thing on. Okay, let's open this up. And you can see I did the previous Ben 10 game right there. So for the picture for this one, it just has Ben and Kevin on there. So that's pretty interesting. Okay. All right, here we go. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, go, go. Let's go, 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 go. You like my singing? Okay. Focus. Focus. Oh. There we go. Now we're all set. Got it. Had to fix my light again. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. Press A. So we get either continue or play a new game. For the options, turn this down a little bit. So we have the controls. the rumble, the camera sensitivity, or sensitivity, I don't know if you want to pronounce it like that, the usuals, the brightness, and the audio, the sound effects, and the music. So we're not going to get into that. Let's just continue right here. Oh, there's Grandpa Max. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So there's Ben right there, and you can move him around right there. Just like your basic stuff. And there's Gwen, Grandpa Max, and there's Kevin. Okay. Let's jump into here real quick. So there's different trinkets that you can find in the game here, which I'm not going to waste too much time on that. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 trinkets that you can collect. Let's go back. So let's take a look at the aliens. But first, if you want to get like an extra boost, you just press ZR for like a scooter. So you can get a little up close there. So there's Ben on his scooter right there. So if you want to transport it away, you can do that. Oh yeah. And for the bushes, you can bounce on them. Like, check it out. Watch this. Ready? Woo! Bouncing on the bushes. And the best part is you can tumble by pressing B. And there's your basic jumping by pressing A. And Z and Y don't do anything if you're just in normal mode. But for pressing the right button, we have the aliens right here. Plus we have Ben, of course. So there's Ben, Diamond Head, Accelerate, Shock Rock, Forearms, Wrath, and Heat Blast. So they only added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aliens. Except the original ones, which is a bit of a shame. Like, come on. So let's do the demonstrations real quick. So let's do this. It's hero time. Let's see. Who should we start with? Let's start with Heat Blast. Ready in? Kabam! Okay. So here's Heat Blast. And he tumbles. That's cool. So for pressing Y, he punches like this. Okay. And you press X, he jumps back like that. Like doing a super attack. So pressing Y and Z, wait, not Y and Z, Y and X, I'm sorry, is basically a super combo, or should I say a super attack. That is so cool, I like that. And for pressing A, is your basic jump, but if you press jump again, check it out. You can double jump like that. That's so cool. Okay, so for the next alien, or basically if you press ZL, he does like a super mega blast. Like that. That kind of sounds like a Power Ranger a little bit. Okay, so if you go to a stick pile, you can actually light up a fire. That's pretty cool. But for right here, it's basically a Grandpa Max's a record collection. Basically from the record player. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 records on there. But anyway, let's jump into the next alien. So the next one I'm going to show you is Accelerate. So look at this guy. He's kind of like the Flash from the DC Comics. Or basically the DC Universe. So for his, he can dodge, like run super fast. Okay. And there's his punching attack. And if you press X, he does like a kick or a super punch that punches really fast. Here, let me lower my light real quick and let you see that again. Wow, that's fast. That is so cool. Okay, so for the next thing is, see these rails right here? You just jump, and he slides on the wires. That is so cool. Like, he's actually, like, wire surfing, if you will. Check this thing out. Like, this is so cool. Look at Accelerate go. Surf's up, dudes. On the wires. Okay. Now, the next thing is basically if you press ZR, he can run super fast. But again, Accelerate is kind of like the Flash. Well, he runs like the Flash. And if you see a ramp, he can jump super high like this. Whoa! Look at that. That is so cool. Like, look how fast this guy is. Look at this guy. Look at him go. He is super fast. Run, run, accelerate. Run, run, accelerate. Run, run, accelerate. Run, run, accelerate. Okay. Enough speed time right there. So, let's jump into the next alien, which is Diamond Head. Now for Diamond Head, he has his basic attacks, like basic fighting moves, basic jumps, basic dodges. I wonder why Accelerate didn't dodge. Basically like a stuff attack. And for pressing X, he throws as a diamond like this to target the bad guys. So for pressing ZL, he basically does like a shield. Let's do that one more time. Ready? That is cool. I like that. For ZR, we're going to have to do this like right up here on these rocks. If you press ZR, check it out. He's like surfing while he's making diamonds. That's so cool. All right, let's do that one more time. You ready? Surf's up. Look at Diamond Head go. Okay. So up here is basically where the villains are. Like, if you see a villain,
they don't look too friendly.
Like that, you have to start fighting. Like that. All right, come on. Here we go. Yeah! Yeah. By the way, if you try to transform back, it won't let you because you have to. It lets you stay in alien form if you're fighting the bad guys. Like from the first game, you can fight the villains if you're back to normal. If you're transformed back to Ben. But if you're trying to transform back like this, basically it won't let you transform back to Ben. So basically that's what it is. But real quick, before we get to the rest of the aliens, let's pull up the map. So right here are basically the main side and activity missions. So there's the aliens. We'll take a look at the other ones in a minute. The stats. Check it out. I had to beat this game twice, by the way, because my brother, last year, he kind of messed it up, but, So for the map, this is actually a pretty interesting, like, you could zoom in and zoom out. Okay. So let's get back to the rust bucket and see if we can transport ourselves to a different location. So let me speed this up real quick. Here we go. Let's continue. Okay. Before we get to the rust bucket, I do want to show you guys Wrath. So let's transform to this guy real quick. Wrath. So basically for his, he could still do his stealth dodges, I think. Is that, if that's how you say it. Still got his fighting attacks with his claws. But if you press A, he climbs like an actual tiger. Like, that is so cool. Climbing up the wall. And basically, if you press ZL, Wrath has a good sense of smell. Let's do that one more time. That only happens if you sense out like orange smoke, and it leads you to different things that are buried. But it's only in different locations because I've already beaten the game, so that's basically what it is. But I'm not going to waste too much time on that. But oh, I forgot. If you jump in the water, you start to reset. So let's try it like this. Okay, here we go.
I'm sliding on in.
Okay, let's transform back to Wrath. Oops. I forgot cats hate water. So if you press A, you can jump. Not only you can climb, you can basically jump onto these little pieces of wood, or sticks, if you will, and you can jump across. Now that is pretty cool. I like that. I really like that so much. But if you press ZR, he roars like an actual tiger. And you can see he turns red when he's in a rage. Like that. And if you press X, he does like a power punch with his claw. And if you jump, he does like a flip. He kind of like crawls up into a ball, like just like Cannonbolt. That's kind of cool. Okay. So that roaring thing one more time. Kind of scary, right? But anyway, if you... Oh, he does like a... Almost got in the water. He does like a belly flop or a belly flop super attack. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. By the way, there's also different locations that you have to do, like different gem locations to beat the bad guys and different Void Rift missions. Which, again, we're not going to get into because I don't want this video to run out of time. But anyway, let's head to the Rust Bucket. Here we go. Okay, so we're back at the Rust Bucket. Let's transform back. If you go up to Grandpa Max,
Where to next?
he'll ask you where you want to go. So you press next. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 locations. So there's Chop Hollow, Gradule Village, Slimy Swamp, Roundabout Fountain, Oldie Towny, or is it Oldie Town, however you want to say it, Easberg Ski Resort, Linguini Lake, and Mount Isberg.
And we're off.
If you press the location, he'll say, "We're off." Okay. Now that's how you do it. Okay. Oops. Sorry about that. Now the next alien is Forearms. Check this guy out. If you press ZR, he carries a huge rock. Because in case you don't know, Forearms is kind of like Humongousaur. Like, he has super strong arms. You press
Get ready for launch.
ZR again, he'll throw it. Like, check this out. That's pretty cool. So he dodges like that, except like he's doing that move like check it out. Forearms is like he's doing that move like what type of move would you call that? Do you guys know? Let me know in the comments and tell me what type of move would you call that? Like a belly flop or a push? I'm not sure. So there's his basic attacks. And if you press X, he punches, he claps, and he spins like a super spin punch attack. Let's do that one more time. Wow, that's fast. That is so cool. That's actually pretty nice. Ooh, dang it. Why do I keep pressing the plus sign? Anyway, last alien right here is Shock Rock. So there's his dodges right there. So look at this guy. Look at this guy. This is so cool. Shock Rock. Okay. Switch to Wrath real quick because there is a demonstration or an example I want to show you with Shock Rock. So
Take that.
let's see where it is. Where is it? Come to Papa. Basically, there's supposed to be like electric wires. Oh, wait, there it is. There's one. So let's switch back right here. So if you transform to Shock Rock, you can see up there is like a light that lights up. And if you press ZR, he can use his electrical powers to climb up. Like, that's so cool. Let's do that one more time.
What's that in the distance? Monsters?
Got it. We escaped. Okay. So his attacks is basically he pulls out a hammer and a baseball bat. Like, so there's the hammer, and there's the baseball bat. Home run. Oh, there's even a frying pan? Okay. So there's his basic attacks right there.
Yeah.
And if you do his super attacks like this, let's do it this way. Like a super attack.
Yeah.
And his hammer slam.
Yeah.
And a swing. So there's his dodges, his jumps,
Yeah.
and his thunder strike. Now that is cool. I really like that. I really love that so much. Okay.
I'm ready for battle. Whoa!
Plus, if there's a villain that looks like this, we gotta get up here and kick his butt. Come on, let's kick his butt. Like, attack.
Yeah.
So sometimes, villains that look like this, like, I know you're seeing it right now, you have to make sure you use your electrical rope and attack him. Okay, nice work, Shockrock. Good job, Shockrock. That's an awesome name, Shockrock. Okay, let's get out of here. So, the next thing I want to show you for this video is basically the demonstrations that you can use in the game. Like, well, not demonstrations, it's basically just like demonstrations how you do some of the levels. So let's jump into that real quick. So, by the way, let's begin. Here's the first example. Let's go. Okay. So, this first example is how to defeat a villain or basically do an activity or a mission in the Ben 10 game. So, for example, hold on. There we go. I had to get the focus. We have Lord Decimal in his End of the World tour. And if you go to here, it's located in different locations in the Ben 10 Power Trip game. So, see those speakers moving? And then see that face? That's where Lord Decimal is. So, I'm currently at the final location for Lord Decimal. And basically, he's the bad guy, and he's an evil DJ from the Ben 10 reboot TV show. So, without further ado, let's jump in. Turn this up a little bit. Okay, so what you do is you first read the sign. So you can pause the video and read that if you want. So you're gonna have to be careful in this one because it's basically kind of hard or kind of easy, but that's basically how it is. So it says jump through these teleport tiles, then watch out for these speakers. Because when you get hit by the speaker sound effects, it hypnotizes you. Just like that. And see, I almost got hypnotized. And up there, if I can jump, there's Lord Decimal. That's the villain I'm talking about. And right now, to stop his music, you just press Y to turn off his DJ mix table. like this, and
No! You can't stop my end of the world tour from making me the most powerful and rich musician on Earth. This isn't the end, Ben. I'll be back with a bigger plan you'll never be able to foil.
And then for the second example it says choose your upgrade. So basically this one has toughness, power, and luck. So for example, we'll use toughness, okay? Because it says lower damage taken. And for power, it says increase combat damage. And for luck, it says earn more loot and increase increased chance for a lucky shot. So we're going to go for toughness, like this.
This will definitely help.
Just like that. So that was the first and second examples. It's like when you get like a power-up, if you will, because when you choose your upgrade, it basically means like you have to choose your upgrade. So you have to find 15 locations where Lord Decibel is playing his End of the World tour. So that is Lord Decibel, and now for the third example. Let's get right into it.
Insolent boy! Couldn't just enjoy your vacation, could you? You had to play the hero.
You know what I always say? It's hero time. I won't let you get away with this, you glorified party magician.
Okay, so for this third example I'm going to show you how to beat Hex. Basically, for Hex, he is another Ben 10 villain, and he looks like this. This is Hex. And basically, I already destroyed 2 crystals in the game, and I've saved 1 just to show you this demonstration. So let's go ahead and get in there. And we better hurry, because I'm already into accelerate.
Ouch!
Whoa! You gotta make sure you don't fall off the edge, because basically you might lose your life. Like, this is part of your life right here in the game. So let's see if we can beat these monsters, because alright, there's one. Alright, let's do this. Alright, switch to Shock Rock. Let's get away from the red circles. Whoa! Oh no. It's
Stand in the distance, monsters.
sorry. That's okay. We'll restart. Here we go. Whoa!
Back at the starting line.
Sorry about that, guys. But now let's kick some monster butt. But you gotta be quick in the game. Like, that's the most important thing in the games. Alright, here we go. Got him off the edge. Swing that out. Swing this one out with the electric baseball bat. Turn this up a little bit. Okay. Let's get these ones. Here we go. Let's switch to Heat Blast. Alright, got that one. Alright, here we go. Last crystal. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Do that. There we go. Had to make sure it was focusing. Okay, here we go. Got it. Alright, Hex. Here we go. Jump! Here we go.
Yeah.
Another ice one. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's try accelerates. Fast punches. Diamond head this time. And this time Wrath. Alright, let's try one more, and that's going to be forearms. Hulk smash. Whoa! Firing lasers. Alright, shock rock. Here we go. Final strike.
No! I have the power of all 4 crystals at my fingertips. How can I be defeated by a puny child? Bend to my will, physical world. I'm ready for battle.
Uh-oh. He's getting away. We can do this, guys. Are you up for it? Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Better make sure I'm not blasted by these blast effects. Or purple blasts of fire. Ugh. Left. Whoa. Left, right, straight.
Ouch!
Whoa.
It's hero time.
You bet it is. Let's get him. Whoa. Well, that ice is cold. And jump again. It's almost like he has the same powers as Wildvine, just like from the first game or something. Yes!
Tennyson, this is not the end. I will become the most powerful magician this world has ever seen. And if not, at least I'll be ruining your vacations.
Actually, I saw all of Superbeck and didn't get bored once. This has been a pretty good vacation after all.
I was thinking the same thing. Now that was cool. So that's how you beat Hex in the final boss. Which, to be fair, Hex could be very mean in the Ben 10 series in real life, but it's awesome.
Ben, where's Hex? Are you all right? He won't be giving us any trouble, for a while at least. Nice job, Ben. Hey, I had plenty of help along the way.
Think, without Hex, we wouldn't have gotten to see all this beautiful scenery. In fact, this detour gave me time to find 10 more stops for the next leg of our trip, all highly educational.
Now that was a fun game. Alright. Do I recommend playing this? Sure. It was pretty fun after all. Okay, so those are the 3 examples right there. Now, if you switch to Kevin, which it won't even let me, because I need to have a friend with me to play this game. Like, if you have a partner, or basically a friend, you can play as Ben and Kevin. So if I had to pick a character to play, it would be Ben. So my friend, if I had a friend with me, he or she would play as Kevin. So the aliens for Kevin that you transform into are basically Quacksmack, or is it Quacksmack? Oh yeah, Quacksmack, which is basically a resembly to Forearms, Crystal Fist, also known as Diamond Head, Hotshot, also known as Heat Blast, Rush, also known as Accelerate, Bashmouth, which is kind of like Wrath, and Thornblade, which is like a remembrance to Wildvine. Like, that is, except they could have done like more, like they could have done like an evil version of Shockrock in the game, just like in that one episode. Like, that would have been really cool. Like, I would have liked to see the evil version of Shockrock in the game. Like, that would have been so cool. But unfortunately, we didn't get that. But that is okay. But anyway, let's get Ben home real quick. Back to the Rust Bucket. Alright, let's...
Hey, monsters nearby.
Alright, let's get you back to the Rust Bucket with your grandpa and your cousin. And Kevin as well. Whoa. I think they're up there. Let's check it out. Because after I tried to find a path, I almost got lost. But that led to the waterfall, which is leading us that way, but... Anyway, while I figure this out, here are some, like, little pictures of Kevin's aliens in this game. So, without further ado, here they are. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, that's basically what Kevin's aliens look like. All right, we just got Ben back to the Rust Bucket. Let's exit out. All right, let's close that and turn that off. Okay, so that was the brand new Ben 10 review, because I still got a lot more Ben 10 reviews coming. Like, I still got my Ben 10 DVD collection coming up soon, and my Ben 10 collection, which is basically coming up at the new house once we get everything all taken care of. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this brand new gaming walkthrough. Let me know in the comment section down below and tell me, which Ben 10 video game do you like best? Do you like the first game, which I did a review of this? By the way, if you want to see the review of this, feel free to check it out. Or do you like the final game, the Ben 10 Power Trip game? Let me know which ones do you like best. Okay, anyway, that will do it for this video. Please like... Oh, I don't know if you can see. Please like... There we go. Comment, subscribe, and ding the notification bell for new videos. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you later. Dedicated to memory of Walt Wasdike and Jacqueline Corbett.